Cold-pressed juice is a $8.1 billion global market built on a set of nutritional ideas that sound compelling on a juice bar chalkboard and hold up less well when examined against what nutritional science actually understands about fiber, blood sugar, and the relationship between whole foods and processed extracts from them. This is not a fringe critique, it is the mainstream scientific position. And the gap between that position and the language on premium juice packaging represents one of the more sustained and profitable misalignments between evidence and marketing in the modern food industry. The core claim for cold-pressed juice over conventional centrifugal juicing rests on nutrient preservation. Cold-press hydraulic extraction generates less heat and oxidation than spinning blades, and laboratory measurements do show somewhat higher vitamin C and enzyme retention in cold-pressed versus centrifugal juices, a real, if modest, advantage. High-pressure processing, used to extend shelf life in the cold-pressed products sold through grocery retailers, is effective at pathogen control, but does degrade some heat-sensitive compounds over the multi-week shelf life these products often carry. The nutrient difference between cold-pressed juice and fresh squeezed juice made at home on any juicer and consumed immediately is likely small. The difference between cold-pressed juice and whole fruit is large and unfavorable to the juice. Fiber removal is the central issue that premium juice marketing has been extraordinarily successful at minimizing. When you extract juice from whole produce, you remove the fiber matrix that coordinates the metabolic experience of eating that food. The fiber slows glucose absorption, extends satiety, feeds gut bacteria, contributes to cholesterol management, and moderates the speed at which the concentrated sugars in fruit reach the bloodstream. A 16-ounce cold-pressed green juice can contain 30 to 40 grams of sugar, comparable to 2 cans of soda, with the fiber mechanism that would normally moderate that sugar load entirely absent. Gastroenterologists and endocrinologists are consistent on this point. Removing fiber from fruit fundamentally changes its metabolic impact, and the glycemic response to juice is dramatically more acute than to the whole food. The juice cleanse concept, consuming only juice for 2 to 5 days as a detoxification protocol, has no scientific support and some genuine risks. The liver and kidneys perform detoxification continuously and efficiently. They do not require juice-facilitated assistance. Juice cleanses can disrupt blood sugar regulation, are deficient in protein in ways that cause muscle catabolism over multi-day periods, and the psychological relationship with food restriction they encourage has raised concerns in eating disorder research communities, making 16 ounces of juice requires 3 to 4 pounds of produce. A significant resource input for a product that eliminates the most nutritionally important component of what it was made from. The food waste from pulp, while some producers compost it or use it in baked goods, is substantial at industrial scale. Refrigeration throughout the supply chain, plastic or glass bottle waste, and the carbon footprint of local delivery logistics complete an environmental profile that sits awkwardly with the sustainable. Natural branding almost universal in the cold-pressed juice category. Eating whole fruits and vegetables, cheaper, more nutritious, and dramatically less resource-intensive, is the recommendation that the evidence straightforwardly supports.